everybody, it's Katie here. Welcome to the CFS to Happiness live show. So excited to be here today because it's getting towards Christmas, isn't it? I've got a lovely carol that we're going to sing, or I'm going to sing, and I've got loads of lovely tips for when you have fatigue and you need to do a little bit of cleaning and everything just seems overwhelming, too much, it's too impossible, and we can go into that downward spiral. So this will really help. Got a great quiz for you as well, and a little story about me and this thing that's going on here. If you can see the live, I'm just showing my strapped up finger if you are on the podcast. So welcome. Mwah! Sending love to you and hope you're well. I hope you're listening and watching with a drink. I have a lovely warm Earl Grey with me, and because this is the winter warmer live show, I want you to feel all cozy, all snuggled up while you watch or listen to this. So let me know if you are enjoying the show. On the podcast, you can put a review if you've enjoyed it. You can put some hearts, not hearts, stars if you've enjoyed it. You can rate it on Apple and Spotify and give me a review. That would be absolutely lovely. And you can send love hearts if you're watching on the replay. Hi guys, if you're watching on the live, that would be so nice. So the first thing we are going to do, I think, is we'll do this, have a little song first, and then we'll have a quiz. No, let's start with the story first, actually. Let's start with my little story. Then we'll have a song and the tips then. And then we will... What did I just say? This is what chronic fatigue is like. So I need to just work out what order I'm going to do this. So we're going to have the story time first, then a song, then I'm going to, yeah, that's right, then I'm going to do the tips with you to help you with cleaning and things, and then the quiz afterwards. Okay, let's get going. So, yeah, my little story is that it was very muddy last week. For quite a while, we had some really high winds, loads and loads of rain. We had quite a big storm going on. And as you may know, I have chickens. One of them passed away this week, actually. It's very sad. I've still got 3, though. She was an absolute darling. But yeah, so I was looking after the chickens outside and it's got all muddy. They're fine in their lovely run and coop. They've got, like, you know, really high level of sophistication in there, but getting to the run and coop is a little bit tricky. So I slipped over, and we use our hands to stabilize ourselves, didn't we? And so I used my hand to stabilize myself on our cute little shed that we've got, very pretty little green shed. And so yeah, I bent my finger back, and I didn't do anything about it. I was feeling really sorry for myself and it was aching a lot. And I thought, I'll just leave it, because you have to wait quite a long time in the minor injuries unit to get seen. And so I put it off and put it off and put it off. And so 8 days after I'd done it, I just thought, it's still not right. So I sat it out in the minor injuries unit. And for people with chronic fatigue, you know that sort of thing is very difficult, isn't it? But I was okay there. It was quite busy there. A few people like coughing a lot, and I was thinking, oh dear. But I was fairly comfortable there, and thankfully I'd eaten before I went there. But I was happily sitting there for a while, and then a nurse came along and she said, oh, let's put on some more lights. So she she turned on all of the strip lights, and it suddenly, you know what that is, if you have chronic fatigue and you're very susceptible or sensitive to loud sounds or bright lights or strong smells and things like that. And it was like wham, you know, it really hit me, and I was like, oh. But thankfully I stood up in a slightly darker place for a while, and then I was called in perfectly. And I've actually fractured my finger, but I feel looked after now. It's strapped up, and yeah, I feel like my finger is all cozy now. It's been looked after. So yeah, we need to look after ourselves, don't we? So that is my little story for this week. So thank you for coming along with that. And then we're going to have a little song. So if I haven't told you before, I'm a trained singer, and the chronic fatigue has really affected my voice, which is very difficult when it's something that you absolutely love doing and it becomes part of you. And then you have difficulty or impossibility in doing that thing. So we have to not get completely down about it, but we have to just, you know, pivot somewhere else. And so that's what I've done in my life. I've pivoted quite a number of times into different things, but I still absolutely love singing, and I teach singing a little bit as well. I used to lead choirs. I'd love to get back into that as I am getting a little bit better. So singing is really, really good for you if you've got chronic fatigue. It's very good for you mentally, emotionally, intellectually, and health-wise in all different ways. It really gets lots of connections going in your mind and your body. It increases the good hormones, gets the breath going, so it's really good for the respiratory system. And if you sing with others as well, it's brilliant for community. So I am just going to sing. We're going to have a little relaxing time now. I'm just going to sing a little bit of that wonderful hymn, Silent Night, and then we'll get into our tips. Okay, so you feel free to sing along if you like. That would be lovely. Obviously nobody can hear you, so it's totally up to you. Okay. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin mother and child, holy infant, so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace. Silent night, holy night, shepherds quake at the sight, glory stream from heaven afar, heavenly hosts sing Alleluia. Christ the Saviour is born. Christ the Saviour is born. Such a lovely hymn, isn't it? Really, really lovely. So let me know if you enjoyed that and what your favourite carol is as well. Carol stroke hymn. Right, so let's get into some tips for you about if you have fatigue, even if you don't have chronic fatigue, but if you have fatigue and maybe it's a bit worse than normal, or maybe it's just your complete normal. And so cleaning and looking after our houses is often something that goes completely on the back burner and often doesn't get done at all. And we can get totally overwhelmed by it because it can be exhausting, and we can, our homes probably, if we've got chronic fatigue, aren't really in immaculate condition unless we've got a whole load of money and we can pay other people to do it. So if we do a little bit of cleaning, we can tend to look at the other bits that we haven't done and just not want to bother in the first place. So I'm going to give 3 tips today. I can't hold 3 up with my damaged fractured finger. But I'm going to give 3 cleaning hacks for when you're tired, and then I'm going to give 2 bonus things that have really helped me if you stay. So I hope this really helps. So I'm just going to bring this in for the recorded YouTube video, if you just bear with me. So that's what I tend to do. So just bear with me a minute and I will get it set up. So do you struggle with cleaning when you are fatigued and everything just gets totally overwhelming? Well, I've got you. And in this video, I'm going to give 3 cleaning tactics for when you're tired to really help you. And if you stay to the end, I've got 2 special bonuses, tips that really helped me. So let's get into it. If we haven't met before, I'm Katie Simpson. I have chronic fatigue syndrome and I've had it all my life, and I am beginning to get better, which is wonderful. So I'm able to make these videos to help you not to struggle like I struggled. So the first cleaning hack for when you're tired is don't overwhelm yourself with thinking that you've got to do everything. Get used to setting a timer for a few minutes, however many minutes you decide, but don't go over 5, I would recommend, and just do what you can. And when that timer goes off, be kind to yourself. Teach your brain that you can set timings and you can have time to stop as well, and make yourself stop and be pleased with yourself. Even if you can see a whole load of dirty stuff all around you, you have done that. And if you keep doing this, like each day or every other day or however you want to do it, it really will start to retrain your brain to enjoy doing that, enjoy those 5 minutes and feel more excited to do it. So that really will work. Number 2, focus on one area, and this can be a tiny little area. It can be just the top of a table, or this side of the table, or underneath the table, or just a chair. And just focus on that little area, do that little bit, and then give yourself a mini reward and be pleased with yourself. Don't allow yourself to go down that rabbit hole of, oh, well, this looks awful and that needs doing. But just go, yes, well done, you've done it. And then stop, do something else for a while, and then you can come back and do something else if you want. So tip number 3. Now, if you're eco-minded like I am and you want to use natural things, this doesn't necessarily fit with that, but you are giving yourself a break. Using wipes, wet wipes, can really help. Something that you can just grab, do something quickly, and then dispose of it. Where this has really worked for me is with cleaning wipes. I've got just a cheap plastic floor thing that these wet wipes fit to the floor mop type of thing. It just fits on there. I don't have to bend over. I don't have to get wet buckets of anything, because cleaning the floor in the kitchen and the bathrooms for me is my most difficult thing with cleaning. And it's wet already, it will dry very quickly. I can just quickly wipe over and then put that in the bin. And for me personally, that works very well. It stops my overwhelm. It helps with the time that I'm doing it, and that I don't have to bend down and do anything or clean anything afterwards. So something like that may well work for you as well. Okay, so thanks for staying to the end. So the two bonuses are, first thing that made a big difference to me in my attitude of feeling, I hate doing this, I hate cleaning, why am I having to clean, why can't somebody else do it, this looks awful, however much I do it still looks a right mess. Well, that sort of spirally negative thinking can really, really affect our nervous system, our fatigue, our feeling of just feeling rubbish and not wanting to do it anything. Is to turn that around and think, right, I'm going to do this one thing like the washing up or something, and I'm going to do this for myself. I owe this to myself to feel better about being in the kitchen next time I come in. And if you can have a nice smelling and natural will help a lot. Dishwashing soap liquid that smells nice and encourages you, and it's a relaxing smell, essential oil in there, that can really help too. It can help if you put some dance music on and just gently, I mean, you don't have to, a lot of us haven't got extra energy that we can actually dance around, but just lifting your spirits, and maybe it just makes you feel a bit bouncy and a bit lifted. Or if there's a fun podcast or something that makes you happier, maybe it makes you laugh, maybe it makes you want to dance, things like that can really, really help at the same time. So make it special for you, make it a me time for you. And the second bonus is what I just alluded to a little bit, is if you're going to clean the surfaces or clean the floor or something, try and get a natural, great smelling cleaner. So I've got one from this company in the UK. It's called Purdy and Fig, and it's all natural. And the one that I use is like a spray, and it's got essential oils of lemon in it and no nasties as well. I can just pick that up if it's got nasty stuff, and it just really irritates and makes me feel worse. But lemon can really lift you. Sweet orange can lift your spirits as well. And it just helps every time I go into the kitchen. And if I've got that, oh, this looks awful, blah, sort of feeling, I can smell that and think, oh, this space is making me feel happier. So if you can use natural, lovely smelling, cleaning things, that really, really can help a lot and lift your spirits. So two people to follow who are really good with this: a lady called Sarah McGlory, and she's on YouTube and she's on Facebook, and I think she's on Instagram as well. Sarah McGlory. She has chronic fatigue and other invisible illnesses, and she has put together cleaning tips for people who have different capacity levels compared depending on what they're feeling that day. So she has a cleaning list that you can tick off on your iPad for, when you're feeling a bit more energized. She's got one for you're feeling a little bit energized, and one for you've hardly got any capacity at all. She's really good to follow. And another lady is Cassandra. I think her surname's Jones actually, but she's Clutterbug. If you look up Clutterbug on YouTube, and she's on Facebook, she's hilarious, and she has had enormous health difficulties too, and she's got some great ideas about cleaning, loads of them. So I've used a little bit of their ideas in that. So I hope that was really helpful, and do stay and watch the next one if you'd like some more tips for CFS, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye. Okay, guys, I'm still here. Thank you for waiting. So we're going to have a little quiz now. I hope that was helpful. Let me know if it was helpful, because Facebook is not showing my live videos to people, and it really actually upsets me. It really, really does, because I pour my heart and energy into these live videos for you, singing songs and giving tips and everything like that. And I need your help to be able to push these out to more people. So, because doing this for myself and not having any comments back year after year after year is really, really difficult. So I'd really appreciate it if you send me some love. I really, really would, honestly. There's only so much you can do, isn't there, if you get absolutely nothing back. So do please let other people know about this. So, right, I'm going to go into the quiz time now. Oh, let's bring that volume right down. Bit down a bit more. Just a second. There we go. Okay, so let's go for the quiz then. So general knowledge questions first of all. So number one, how many minutes are in a full week? How many minutes are in a full week? And I'll just give you a few seconds to answer. Okay, the answer is 10,080. What car manufacturer had the highest revenue in 2020? What car manufacturer had the highest revenue in 2020? And the answer is Volkswagen. So geography, what country has the most islands? What country has the most islands? Well, the answer is pretty incredible, because one country has 270,000 islands. I can't believe that. 270,000, and it's Sweden. Amazing. In Australia, what is commonly known as a bottle-o? Never heard of that. Let's have that music again. It is an off-license, or a liquor store, or a what else do we call it in the UK? I don't know, an off-license anyway. So food and drink. Which of the following sauces is not traditionally vegan? Now, I'm not sure I can say these ones. So which one of these? Hoisin, Worcestershire, mustard, or wasabi? Hoisin, Worcestershire, mustard, wasabi. Which is not traditionally vegan? And the answer is Worcestershire. So what is the world's best-selling stout beer? What is the world's best-selling stout beer? And the answer is Guinness. So here we go. Applause. You didn't hear that, did you? Because the music's going. If I just pause that and do the applause. There. Yay! So that was quiz time, guys. We've done the song. had the little tips. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it was helpful. Told you a little story about what's been going on with me this week. And so I wish you a very, very happy week. And when I come to you next, the date is actually the 20th. So we're really getting towards Christmas there. If you want to follow my stories on Facebook at the moment, so you go to Katie Simpson, Katie with a Y, Katy. I'm singing on my stories every day as to the run up to Christmas, so you could call that Advent, I suppose. I'm doing a carol on there every day, so if you like that sort of thing, do share my stories. And if you want to connect with me at all, go to cfskatie@outlook.com, cfskatie@outlook.com, and I'd love to chat with you in there. Okay, so all the best until next time, everyone, and I will see you next week. Bye.